Hello and welcome. The purpose of this little video is give you some review of basic X-ray tube design and X-ray formation. This is not a substitute for reading. All of the information can be found in Bushong's physics book. But these highlights will help in pointing out the important bits for the GXMO exam. So, let's begin by looking at X-ray tube construction. The tube is encased in a protective housing. The housing incorporates specially designed high-voltage receptacles to protect against accidental shock. It also provides mechanical support for the tube and protects the tube from damage from rough handling. The housing contains oil which serves as both as an insulator from shock and a thermal cushion to dissipate heat. X-ray production involves a great deal of heat. The energy created in X-ray production is 99% heat, leaving only 1% actual X-rays. There is also a glass or metal enclosure. This is the vacuum tube where X-rays are produced. Inside are the cathode and the anode, kind of like a light bulb, but not really. But it kind of is. The place X-rays exit the tube is called the port or window. You can see this as you look at the underside of the tube where it is pointing at the IR. Inside of the tube there is also added filtration. This is a thin sheet of aluminum between the protective tube housing and the X-ray beam collimator. Its purpose is to attenuate the low-energy X-ray photons, increasing the beam's quality. Added filtration has two sources. One is the permanently fixed internal layers of 1 mm or more in the port of the tube housing between the housing and the collimator. Secondly, there are compensating filters, such as wedge, bilateral wedge, step wedge and bow tie filters. Collimating shutters are located inside of the tube near the window. Their purpose is beam restriction. Controlling the field size is important in controlling patient dose and image quality. As collimation increases, patient dose decreases and image quality increases. Positive beam limitation or PBL is beam limiting device as well. Their inclusion is a mandate from the Food and Drug Administration enacted in 1974. It ensures the X-ray field size is no larger than image receptor when using the Bucky. Other beam-limiting devices include fixed and variable apertures. They are designed to cover just less than the size of the image receptor. Cylinders and cones are considered modifications of the aperture diaphragm. Used mostly in sinus X-rays, they improve contrast resolution by reducing scatter. Components of the X-ray tube include the cathode filaments, focusing cup, and the anode target. The cathode is where the electrons are boiled off the filament. In a dual-focus tube there are two filaments, a large and a small. The focusing cup focuses or tightly compacts the electron beam rushing toward the anode. The anode target is where the electron interaction occurs and X-rays are produced. Anodes can be stationary or rotating. A rotating anode allows for greater heat dissipation and spreads the damage around the entire anode, cutting down the risk of tube failure. There are just a couple of more things you need to know for the GXMO exam. Bremsstrahlung X-rays are produced when a projectile electron loses their kinetic energy when it is slowed down by the electrical field of the target atom. Bremsstrahlung X-rays can be produced by any projectile electron energy. Also remember, interactions with the anode by projectile electrons is an inefficient process. Only 1% of the energy produced is X-rays, the remaining 99% is heat. Those points, along with the knowledge that milliamperage controls the current across the tube and kVp controls the X-ray beam quality or penetrability, will help you in your success taking the exam. I know most of this you already know. But there is more. Just not in this little video. Gotta go feed the kitty. Bye bye.